Back to the charts with Big Boss Crypto, bring you another day trading analysis on Bitcoin and on Chainlink. Who said day trading was hard? Well, if you know the rules, it isn't that hard. I told you in my last video that we were forming a double top formation up here at 20.4k, and that if we break the 19.7k area, we could see moves to the downside, and we did. I gave you a target of 19.2k and we have took it today. We formed this structure, first leg down, retrace up, second leg down. But what happens next? Well, let's look at the information we have. Okay, so let's start off by looking at Bitcoin and what has happened previously. We knew that we had a volume candle here at 19.3k all the way down to 19.180, and we took it today. Happy days. I hope some of you took some profits and placed some shorts, because I took some profits today. I believe that we might form a reversal pretty soon, so I'm waiting to build longs, because we know the structure. It's always goes like this: move down, W bottom, first leg up, first retrace, second leg up, second retrace, and then the third and final wave up. And that is where we form the double M formation, and then the opposite happens. And this is where we are right now. We are in the last retrace before the last leg down, in my opinion. And that is where we will form the W formation. And the, well, you know the drill already. I'm not going to repeat the process and the market making structure again. Let's look at where we have some areas of interest. We saw this big candle on Friday, and that is where a lot of volume came in and a lot of sell orders came in. So we have an imbalance of orders right here. And that is an interesting area for the market maker, because he will come to get this liquidity at some point. Be so sure of that. Because we said and in the beginning of the video that we had a volume candle here, and they took it a couple of days later. So they will come and get this sooner or later. Might be this week, might be next week, might be in a year. Who knows? But we also know the structure, right? And we are forming a retrace here, in my opinion. It might go all the way up to 19.5k. So if you want to be a scalper, 19.5k is a nice area before the last leg down at 18.8k. So let's see if we have some other interesting information in order to make our next moves. Let's look at Forex Factory and if we have some general macro news this week. Today was a bank holiday in the US and the market has been moving. So keep that in mind. This might be a setup, this move down, before it reverses tomorrow. But let's see. The FOMC speaks tomorrow. Member Master, not that impact of news, but on Wednesday, wow, the PPI numbers will come out. And as you know, it's a market mover, this type of events. We have the FOMC means of meeting, we have the CPI numbers on Thursday, and we have on Friday core retail sales. Oh wow. The market will move this week. Be very careful. It will be volatile. But let's see how the market might set up before this event. And we can look at the liquidation map. I use kingfisher.io. It's a great tool and it's free to use. And as you can see, we have more liquidation points to the upside than to the downside. We have some liquidation points. We have $12.4 million at 18.3k, but in general it looks like there isn't that much liquidity to the downside, but there is to the upside, all the way going to 20.1k, where we have a lot of short liquidations. A lot of people have been coming in. Retail is late on the shorts and they want to grab some money. They become greedy, and that is where the market makes a reverse price and grabs the liquidity from the retail before going down again. That's usually how it works, but we know the market makes the structure, right? Keep that in mind and keep the liquidation points in mind. Okay, so let's take a look at Chainlink and what has happened previously. I told you that we had a target at 7.395 all the way down to 7.332, and the market maker almost took all of the liquidity and the imbalance in the chart. We have some more left for the market maker to grab, but I think it's enough for him at this point, because we do have a lot of news coming this week, and I think the price might reverse, but we don't have any imbalance in the near term. We do have some here, and let's mark it off in the chart. We have an imbalance here where the market maker might move price to 7.8k, 7.8 to 7.838. Be careful and watch out for the price moves on Bitcoin. So now come to summary of the market update on October 10th, 2022. The market maker structure tells us that we are near a local bottom. I think we might have a leg down before the next move, and that we will form a W bottom and move away from this area all the way up to 19.9k. But none of this financial advice is all for educational purposes only. We do have a lot of news this week, and keep that in mind. It will be volatile. We might go all the way up to 21k and then down to 17k in a matter of days. So keep that in mind when trading. Don't over leverage. Okay, so second point is that we have more liquidations to the upside, and we might see a rally up to 20k tomorrow, and then the price might reverse when the news comes out from the Fed. Keep that in mind. And also I want to remind you that we have the Shemitah crash window still valid all the way up to November 8th, and we might see a huge stock market crash which will impact Bitcoin. We have done several videos on this topic, and you have to keep that in mind. We have a huge crash incoming. Macro is looking awful. Putin is going crazy, and there's a lot of news regarding China and Taiwan. So keep that in mind. Okay, please like and subscribe. See you soon. Bye.